In today's video I'm going to tell you about the mulberry tree. It's one of my childhood favorite fruit trees. What I've got behind me here is the tropical everbearing mulberry. It produces fruit year-round. There's a lot of different varieties, ranging all the way to types of mulberries that can exist in very cold temperatures, very high altitudes like the Pakistani mulberry, which produces mulberries about 3 inches long. This particular mulberry tree is great for Florida subtropical climates. Produces delicious berries. We pick them and eat them both red and black. The red are more tart than the black. They're great. They freeze well. Very hardy. I know in China they use the leaves to feed silkworms. So it's a great kind of fast-growing food source for that industry. They're very easy to pick. In a matter of just a few minutes you can have a pretty good pile of them. Like I said, I like to pick both the red ones and the black ones. What I've got in my hand here was maybe 20-30 seconds worth of picking, and you can just take that whole handful and eat it. Sometimes they do get little bugs that'll kind of crawl in the berries, and I just go ahead and eat them too. It bothers some people, doesn't bother me. They still taste great, and so if you see that in the mulberries that you produce, I wouldn't let it bother you. Okay, here are 3 mulberry trees that I grew from cuttings off of a larger tree that I was telling you about before. One right here, and then one over there. These are about 4 years old, and as you can see, they're doing very well. Nice green leaves. I don't treat them with any pesticides, or I don't give them any fertilizer. They just kind of do what they do. Alright, now let's talk about how to grow a mulberry tree from a cutting. It's very easy to do. These trees have almost 100% propagation success rate. I've got several of them. I bought one at a nursery, brought it back, and now I've got about, I don't know, 12 trees in my yard. Very easy. You don't need root hormone. All you need to do is basically cut a cutting, and I'll show you how to get it going. Okay, now to get this clipping started, all you have to do is find a nice healthy branch. Any one of these branches will do, but what you want to do is not cut it on the green growth part of the tree that's new this year. You want to find the woody part of the tree. So in this particular branch, I think I'll just go ahead and cut it here. I usually cut it just above another branch growing sideways. Okay, so you get a cutting about like this. I'll then just trim off the extras that are on the sides. Just throw away the rest. Take off these little side shoots. What you want to do is not have too many leaves. I'll generally then take off about the first top piece of it. You don't have to be that neat, it doesn't really matter, and you wind up with a cutting that looks about like this. Now you could dip it in some root hormone if you wanted to. I don't, and I've had, like I said, just about 100% success growing them. Okay, now to plant it, I just find an area of the yard that I know is going to get water. In my case, I have a sprinkler system, so I know my whole yard's getting water, but this area gets a little bit more than normal. Putting it up against a fence, just kind of jam it down. Press around it with my foot so that the soil contacts it, and leave it there. And you'll have a mulberry tree sprouting, and probably within 2 or 3 weeks it'll start to send little green buds. The leaves that are on there now will actually turn brown and fall off. Don't be worried about that. Just let it be, make sure it stays watered, and eventually you'll see little buds coming up from the points where the leaves used to connect to the stem. Okay, so I hope you learned a little bit about the everbearing tropical mulberry tree. Like I said, there's a lot of different varieties you could try. This is my personal favorite. I've always wanted to try the Pakistani, but it really won't grow down here in Florida. So anyhow, I hope you have fun planting and eating your own mulberries.